are we doing on this earth, man? Every day, most of us wake up and go to a job that we really don't fucking like, but we can't really quit because we got to get the money to pay the bills that they say it's important to pay. What the fuck is the point of this life, man? We go to grocery stores and buy food that God gave us for free. Why the fuck did we pay for lights? Well, that's just the way it is. Fuck you. I'm tired of all this "that's just the way it is" bullshit. This whole system is garbage. America ain't nothing but a big ass plantation, man. A big ass plantation. What the fuck are we doing here? There are days I don't want to be on this earth. And I'm not saying I want to unalive myself and nothing like that. But I'm tired, man. It's like, what the fuck is the point of any...
I'm just going to take it back to when he said that at the grocery stores, God gave us food at the grocery stores. I'm going to have to disagree with the brother on that one, because the grocery stores, I understand that like the food didn't just appear there. It took like some logistics and a lot of processing, packaging, everything to actually have the food at the grocery stores for convenience. So if you want your God-given food, then I would imagine that you have to be like in the wilderness, hunting your own food, fishing your own food, which I'm not opposed to, but you can't expect to not pay for food at the groceries because that's convenience.
Of this, to work till we 60, 70 years old, most of us ain't gonna be able to see 50. But we gotta work to maybe retire. Man, fuck you and all that bullshit, man. I don't give a about who president, left, right, and all this dumbass shit. I'm tired of this whole game, man. It's a big ass game. It's a big ass charade. America is a fucking plantation. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about it, man. This shit is exhausting. Like, I don't even want to look for another job. I'm gonna walk in there, they gonna ask me, why do you even want this job? Bitch, because I need some money to pay the bills that they tell me is important to pay. The fuck out of here, man.
I get where this brother's frustration is coming from. And I agree with him actually on the point about the life expectancy. People, although like not quite 50, right? Most people are living past 50. I believe in the US, the life expectancy for a guy is around 70 to 75 years old. Correct me down in the comments below if I'm wrong. But even at that, right, if you're living until 70 or 75 and you're retiring, I believe the retirement age is what? Is that 60 or 65? I believe it's 65. So that leaves you with 5 to 10 years to enjoy your life. So I agree with him on that point, that seems like complete and utter BS. To work until you're 65, only to have like 5 to 10 years when you're already old and frail to enjoy the rest of your life. And that's why it's important, in my opinion, that you gotta grind while you're young. And you gotta make wise investments while you're young so that you're not working until 60 to 65. Even if you have to work multiple jobs to stack your bread, you gotta do what you gotta do to be able to retire on time so you can actually enjoy and see out the rest of your life with your family. This is just my 2 cents anyways. I know things are really, really tough right now, but I think we got to do what we got to do. You can't be complaining about having to go to work. You just have to go to work and you just have to keep working until you can stack your bread. And I see work as a way to escape, right? So you got to stack your bread from the money you make from your job. Use it to invest wisely so that you don't have to work until you're 65, right? If you can retire at 50 or even in your mid 40s, like 45, then that gives you like another like 30 years to enjoy. I think that is more reasonable in my opinion. But what do I know, right? I'm just a B student.
Hi, I don't know what you've been doing. If you've been collecting supplies, water, extra container of Band-Aids, Neosporin, or you have upped it to maybe even getting a backup power generator. But if I were you, I would get into high gear. Things are not good right now. They're going to get worse. And you need to have something to fall back on. If you listen to no other videos that I've made, listen to this one.
So what do you think, guys? Do you think that things are only going to get worse? I mean, some could argue that with the rise of AI, that a lot of people are going to be displaced. We're already seeing it happening. A lot of people getting displaced from their jobs because AI is able to do it way better. Heck, I was looking at Sora today, like the new Sora, like AI video generation tool, like not video, but music. You can make music. And to be honest, guys, it seems like we're cooked, right? AI is really, really advancing at a very rapid breakneck pace. Now, if it's used for good, we could actually have the golden age, right? Where like there's prosperity. Because if AI is able to actually generate way more production, it's able to be more productive than humans, then that should translate to lower prices of things, right? So then things should be cheaper. And then we should get to enjoy that benefit. But then are we going to be able to enjoy some of that profit, or is it just going to go into the pockets of the investors? So like that's where things start to get a little bit shady, right? Because it seems like these guys, any extra profit that they make, they want to put it in their pockets. And that's one thing, right? But then what about the people that have been displaced from their jobs due to AI? What's going to happen to them? I hear people talk about universal basic income, but that's just getting more into the pocket of your government, right? And that's not what you want. You don't want to be completely reliant on the government, because then they can just slap you around. That's just my own opinion anyway. So I think she does have a good point. People need to be self-reliant and start getting ready for whatever it is that is coming, to be self-reliant. I agree with this lady right here, to be honest.
I don't think people realize how fast inflation is slowly rising because of how unconscious we all are right now. For example, I worked at McDonald's for like 6 years, so I know the prices pretty well, right? Last year, a medium chocolate milkshake was $4.20, which is already pretty expensive. A year later, it is now $5.65. How the hell is 3 hash browns $9? Are you seriously?
Did anybody look at the grease on that receipt? Did you see how greasy that receipt was? That is grimy, man. And she's correct. Like, cause, with the whole back to the office thing, I went to the office today on my way to work. I spent $12 at McDonald's. On my way back home, I spent $12 at Tim Hortons. $24 for just me. Now, did I need to do that? No. Did I need to get a wrap? No. I wanted a wrap because F it, I work hard. So I'm going to get a wrap. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be damned if I don't have the Supreme Stack. That wrap right now at Tim Hortons is bomb, right? I'll be damned if I don't enjoy the little things, right? Those are the little things that make it like manageable, right? And if you take away those little things from people, then it just becomes like, what's the point, right? So I spent $24 today just on like breakfast and lunch. Well, I made my own lunch from home. So breakfast and supper, I guess, on my way back from work. So yeah, $24. I don't know what you think about that. Let me know down in the comments below. Does that sound about right? $24 for 2 meals for an adult.
Trying to tell me 1 hash brown is $3 each, yet they're already importing a shit ton of slave labor to cut down costs. 1 pound sack of potatoes is around $3. Canada grows a shit ton of potatoes in this country. There is no reason for prices to be this high. It makes absolutely no sense. And people forget every time you spend money, you're paying a little bit of that to the government. We have 40 million people in this country, all buying things all the time. So think about just in one day, how much tax revenue the government makes just by us spending.
Yeah, pretty much, right? I think that's why they wanted people back in the office, right? It's because of all that. Like to vitalize the economy again, get people spending and get money changing hands. I think that's really why they needed people back in the office. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm going to link all 3 clips down in the description below. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. I read all the comments. I reply, or at least I try to reply in a timely manner to every comment. So I really appreciate hearing from you guys. Let me know what you think about these clips down in the description below. Be sure to go check out these creators at their TikToks. Again, I'm going to be linking the videos down in the description below. And until next time, peace.